let's build a pygmy hippo habitat with a large indoor and a very big pool outdoors. So in this build, we're of course gonna build for the pygmy hippos, but yeah, I kind of got this inspiration by the Tropical House by Charlie Gaming, and well, I thought it was like a nice project because, well, he kind of uses his foliage really tropically, like when you're in a tropical biome, he uses his foliage everywhere like that. And yeah, I find it kind of inspiring because, well, his like main house of tropics, I think it's called, is like, well, the entrance of the animals is like on another level, and like it's lower than the main building. So you kind of get layers in your habitat. And yeah, I just wanted to recreate that because, well, I think that looks really nice actually. And yeah, that's why I built this habitat. So I'm back maybe a little more consistent now because this is the second upload. And well, yesterday I uploaded my first video back. And well, yeah, I just have a lot more time now. So I think why not upload another video instantly. So yeah, you can see that I started out with the indoor, well, with the shelter. And the thing is, I wanted to kind of make it big enough so you could kind of have a above water viewing and also an underwater viewing, because I kind of made it that you have a area going down with stairs, and then you can look under the water surface, and you also have like a bit of a higher place with the railings, and then you can look on the land side of the indoor, so you can see the pygmy hippos traversing the land area. And yeah, that's why also the backstage is a bit bigger than I usually do, because usually I just make a place for the keepers and a place for the animals, but now I have like a big place for the animals and also a place for the yeah, for the people, so that's why it's a bit bigger. But yeah, the thing is, I always wanted to build for hippos, but like the African normal hippos, they're like really huge, so you need to make like a huge building for them. And well, I think how bigger your area and your habitat is, how harder it is to make it look realistic, and how harder it is to yeah, get a lot of detail in and make it look, yeah, make it just look realistic. So that's why I went with the pygmy hippos, because, well, of course they need way less land area and way less water area, and yeah, then you can just make your habitat look a bit more realistic than it is usually. So you can see that I started out with the pool. And the thing was, I kind of wanted to blend it in with everything else. So that's why I made a big river connecting to, yeah, to their pond pool-ish. And yeah, so I'm gonna make like the river blend into their pond and then exit into a river again. And I'm gonna fence it off by using the I think it's the barnyard animal pack, and they have like those yeah, those cattle fence things, I guess that they're called, and I just use them as like a fence to yeah, let water through, but don't let the animals escape, of course. And yeah, you can see that I first was yeah, I was going for a kind of for the viewing, a concrete wall with like a round top, but my game actually crashed, so I couldn't finish that. And it was also a bit weird because, well, you have you have concrete pieces, and then you also have like the concrete limestone-ish pieces, but they don't really fit together because, well, the concrete limestone pieces are way too big for the normal concrete pieces. So that's why I just ended up making like a little metal railing, and well, it ended up looking alright, I guess. Maybe I could have made the metal other color, like maybe a light green, that you have like a bit of difference in the fence, but it ended up looking okay. The viewing is a bit concretey. I'm not sure if I maybe should have added like a little foliage or a little plantain, but I think, well, it looks okay. But if I had a better PC, I would have made the habitat like way bigger, and I also could have, gone further. So where the river ends, I could have started with a new habitat, and then kind of made like a swamp area with more animals. Like here you could do the pygmy hippos, and then in the next habitat you could have like maybe crocs or something. Well, that would be a bit weird to have them in like the same water area, but maybe some tapirs or something, you know. But yeah, it's one habitat wonder, so we're only building one habitat. But that's kind of the outside of the habitat, like that's kind of the borders. And yeah, I think now I'm starting with the foliage. I think the foliage. It's kind of a shorter episode today because, well, it's kind of an easy area. Like 70% of the habitat is water, so you don't really need to build more, or well, you build less than other habitats because, well, the previous episode it was the Siamang, and the climbing frame took up a lot of time and a lot of space. So yeah, that's why the video also was like 5 times bigger. But also when the footage is longer, I usually speed it up more. So you see, this is kind of like a lower tempo than the Siamang video, because I think this is sped up like 3.8 times, and the Siamang video was sped up like 5 times. So yeah, I'm not sure. Sometimes I like it when it's like a bit slower, but other times I like it when you really, yeah, when it's slower, you can just see. You can just see more about what pieces they're selecting and how they place them. And when it's faster, you really don't see that, you know. But you see the end result faster. So when the speed build is like 5 times faster, when somebody is building inside, like an indoor, you don't really see a lot of foliage placement or something, because, well, it's a small space, so you mostly just see the cam moving around and you don't really see what the person is placing, but you see the end result way faster. But that also means that the video is, well, when the video is ending way quicker, but the video isn't really ending way quicker because it's the same length as a normal video when it's sped up less. Yeah, it's just a bit of a yep, but I like it when it's a bit when the video is sped up less. But I don't want my videos to be like 30 minutes long, because then I think people wouldn't just watch them, because, well, a lot of people don't really have the time anymore to sit down and watch a video of an hour or something. And it's also not really nice to look at, I think, to just look at Planet Zoo footage for like 30 minutes. But yeah, so you could see that I started on with the foliage. It's just basically placing down rocks and placing a bit of buffalo grass and then some other plants. But I kind of wanted to look a bit more tropical-ish. So I went with like the palm bush, and then also some other green bushes. But it's not really a lot of foliage, because, well, I think the hippos would eat a lot of it, and, well, they would eat a lot of grass, so that's why I let like a lot of open area. But yeah, I think it turned out nice, and I ended the build with some elephant grass and with some duckweed. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and enjoy the after shots. And yeah, goodbye, guys.